Did the segment deliver between Roman, Bron Breakker, and the Brons? And what's next for Jey Uso?
But overall, the return, it was cool. It was cool. It was like if I had to give it a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it a 7. It wasn't all that. People overhyped it a little bit, but it was a good scene overall. But I mean, Roman Reigns is back. Roman makes it a 10 out of 10 alone, bro. No glaze.
I ain't gonna front. With Logan. Yo, what you saying, yo, there's people that's overhyping it. I am one of those people. I will not lie to you. I will not lie to you, yo. Listen, yo, when Paul and those two lackeys, because, yo, I'm not going to give them the respect of the day to call them their names. No, those two Seth Rollins lackeys, when Paul and them came out to the ring doing their little 1-2 yapping, guess who came out?
Hey.
Guess who came out and is getting attitude era level pops? Roman
that's fair.
Reigns. And as Bron Breakker,
Friday night, I don't know where you're going with that.
You're not gonna with Bron Breakker, you're not gonna like take over a segment. You're not gonna take over a segment on a Roman Reigns. You're just not. You're not. But you need to hold your ground. You need to at least sound somewhat convincing. Because I'm sorry, everything Bron Breakker was saying, you just sound like a deer in the headlights. And you sound scared and nervous as hell.
I 1000% agree with X about Bron Breakker. He needs to step up his promo. If he is supposed to be the top guy, you're supposed to be the number one guy, you have to cut promos.
Exactly.
You have to cut promos like you have to cut top tier promos. You have to be believable. You have to stand in front of Roman Reigns and go head to head in promo. And Roman Reigns, he was just how the kids call it nowadays, aura farming.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, he was just being Roman. And being Roman, sometimes it makes people nervous, as you can see with Bron Breakker. So, yeah, I just felt like it's just, Roman is going to be Roman. Roman's going to do his thing. I just feel like Bron Breakker, Bron Breakker could be a great promo. I just felt like this week, for some reason, he was just, like X said, a deer in the headlights.
Exactly.
He got the potential.
What you said, Manuel, Roman Reigns is going to be Roman Reigns. What Bron Breakker should have done that segment is show us, who are you? Are you a Seth Rollins lackey? Or are you Bron Breakker? Are you the younger kids are going to be looking at the next 10 to 15 years?
Yeah, I really just felt like Bron Breakker. I think it was a fumble. I think this promo showed that he's not ready yet. Mm-hmm. And this is sad because I think Bron Breakker could be one of the biggest stars in wrestling history with his promo skills and stuff like that. I just felt like it's so scripted. It was scripted. It was just a scripted promo, and it felt like it wasn't believable. It felt like they gave him lines, and he just went along with the lines. Especially with the big dog. I'm the big dog now. You could have done better with that, the delivery and stuff like that. I don't know.
That's what.
You got something to say, Reese? What you got to say?
No, I'm just saying, why are we acting like Bron Breakker has had 5 years of experience as a top star? Like Bron Breakker, it's like one of his first big promos that he's ever cut. He did an okay job.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Well, what do you mean okay job? See,
it was a mediocre promo for his first. You cut a mid promo versus Roman Reigns. It's like, yeah, of course there's room for improvement, but it's not the worst thing ever. We've heard tons of worse. No. I'm saying that why are we sitting here criticizing the dude like this? Yes, when you're the future, we know we have the expectations, but the switch hasn't happened yet. We have an ample amount of time. He's gonna get more opportunities. Reese. I think we're critiquing it way too early.
Look, bro, Reese. Yo, I get what you're saying, bro. But it's like, yo, this is what I'm talking about. Where's the hunger from these people anymore, yo?
I don't think he's not hungry. I just think he cut a mediocre promo against
Roman. But that's the thing. Bad. In positions like that, you cannot afford to cut a mediocre promo.
Yes, he can, because he's going to be in the exact same position next week.
Oh my God!
His position isn't going to change. This is not an Austin Theory situation where you're in sink or swim territory. This is hey, you're going to go out here against Roman Reigns. Reigns. We're going to see what you can do. And now, because we see what you can do, we're going to figure out how to improve you or not. It's not the worst promo of all time. It's definitely not the best promo of all time. I understand what you guys are saying. What I'm saying is that we're critiquing this way too hard for it to be just his first big promo, to be honest, on the main roster.
And at least they didn't. Hey, I'm about to say, at least they didn't hide him on the mic like they did Cody Rhodes and John Cena. They let him go toe to toe.
But look though, we're saying sink or swim. Yeah, cool. Bron Breakker is not in that. He's not in that territory yet where it's sink or swim moments. But he's damn near getting close to that. He's damn near with stuff like this, with performances like this. He's damn well very set on being on that path.
Okay, but we're not. It's not like Bron Breakker is sitting here and he's in the middle of his prime and he's in the biggest feud main eventing WrestleMania and he has to cut a promo to sell a match. No, Seth Rollins got injured out of nowhere. He gets put in position to have a promo battle with Roman Reigns. Of course, Roman Reigns wins the promo battle by a landslide, but Bron Breakker says what he needs to. He says what he needs to say. It was mid. It was a mediocre promo. If you can give me a mid promo your first ever single time going out and having a semi big feud against Roman Reigns, that's enough. Okay, go out there next time and do better. It's not like this is the end of Bron Breakker. I agree, Manuel. I agree, X. He can definitely improve. I'm not denying that. There's definitely a lot of room for improvement.
We got to think Reese. Think Reese for thinking logical. Think Reese for thinking
okay,
logical.
Yeah, think Reese for thinking logically.
Reese.
Oh my God, thank God you guys had to bring the luchador here, yo. thank God. Thank God.
Where's the hate coming from?
Discourse.
So listen, for the people that are discrediting Bron Breakker, I'm sorry, just to introduce myself, Alberto Americano TKO. You know, it was fine with what Bron Breakker did. You know, just exude dominance. That's it. Just tweak out a little bit. We're not asking for him to do a lot for against Roman Reigns on the Monday Night Raw. You know, one of the shows that he's going to show up for.
What dominance did he show? What dominance?
He cut
up to the plate.
He cut a
and Roman told him step back. And what did that nigga do? He stepped back.
Let's all relax. You know, we as wrestling fans, we should use logical thinking because we lack that as such.
I don't know who we. It's not we.
I'm assuming Seth Rollins was supposed to be in that spot, but he wasn't because he's injured. Roman showed up like he's supposed to because he's constructed into some type of schedule that constructs with his what he wants to do because he's in that megastar tier. So we don't have one of the components there. And you have Paul Heyman that can only do so much. Bron Breakker to accelerate him to that main event status to where he can main event a possible 2027 WrestleMania. You got to start somewhere. Roman had to start somewhere against John Cena in 2017. We all remember that. So we all got to start somewhere.
Much lesser scale. Like this is not a PLE where Bron Breakker's going to go win-on-win against Roman Reigns at No Mercy. This is Bron Breakker in the middle of a tag team feud where Seth Rollins gets injured off the whim and he gets sent to the front lines to go against one of the greatest promos of all time in Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, and he cuts a mediocre promo. It's not the worst thing of all time. It happened on a random Raw. It's okay. He can do better. Now, if this continues for like consecutive weeks or consecutive months, I understand it.
We have to get out that thing. Oh yeah, well, all right, he just cut this promo right here, but you know what I mean, there's still months and years and no, bro, I focus on the now. I live in the now. So what?
Hold on.
Now I'm going to be
hold on. Why is the wrestling industry just focus on the now? What can you do right now, off the fly, right now, ahead of schedule?
What he could have did off the fly right now in that segment with Roman was show himself an identity. These fans only see him as a dude who let's try this.
Hold on, let's try this. Hold on.
Why are you yelling, bro? Because I can't stand when this luchador starts talking the way he starts talking.
Hold on, let's try this again. Close your window. Set the lock so you won't jump out the window at your earliest convenience. Have you been doing on this show? And just let the thing cook.
God.
Let it cook. Let the you eat fast food a lot, don't you? You don't like to let the crock pot marinate for 8 hours and you get a savory meal. Let that thing cook.
No, I think Triple H. I think he wake up on the. I think he wake up on the right side of the bed every day and expect everything.
No, he doesn't. He wants everything fast food, self processed. Like relax, let it cook. It's a story.